What's going on? Dave from Zulu here. Guys, we've been testing out the RDX B.O.S. unit. We've been putting it through its paces. We've been having a great time, but we also said we're going to be honest with you guys. And if we ran into any malfunctions, we were going to tell you about them. So the gun I have before me is Jordan's personal gun with the RDX B.O.S. unit attached to it. And we've been running these things pretty hard. He's probably got anywhere from 7,000 to 8,000 rounds on it at this point. So basically what happened was Jordan was playing, he was firing, everything's fine. Fire, 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 no fire, doesn't work. You can see he tries to do a little field assessment while he's on the field to get the thing working, but ultimately we couldn't get it to fire.
After all this time. I don't know if that's normal, but it did blink red when you
put the thing back in? Yeah, that's normal.
Okay.
So the symptoms it was showing was that the unit itself was getting power, and you could put it into God mode, and when you press the fire button for God mode, you could hear the igniter sparking. Those were the conditions that the unit was presenting to us. So with those symptoms it was showing us, we assumed that the MAP gas wasn't making it into the chamber for the combustion. So we made the assumption that the valve, solenoid, however that works, the thing that was pooping the gas into the gas chamber wasn't functioning. All right. So the way that we fixed it was pretty simple and the most American thing you could do. We literally hit it with a hammer. I don't recommend this. It's also a rubber mallet. It's not anything crazy, okay? And what we ended up doing was, first things first, we degassed the system. All right, so underneath the B.O.S. unit, which is still accessible without the handguard, we did take the handguard off so we could show you guys, there is an Allen key, and that Allen key, when you unscrew it, it releases the pressure inside the chamber, okay? So that was the first thing we did. We degassed the system, we plugged the unit back in, we put it in God mode, and Jordan then attempted to make the solenoid fire by firing the unit. While that was happening, Alex, another member of staff, was tapping gently around the front part of the B.O.S. unit where the solenoid we assumed was, okay? So after that, we reinstalled the gas reservoir screw. We gassed up the unit, and it fired just fine, okay? After that, we reached out to RDX and informed them of the malfunction. That was on Sunday. As we're recording this right now, it's Monday. 24 hours later, not even, RDX had already identified the problem, and they had also come up with a solution that is already posted in the forum where when you buy a B.O.S. unit, you get access to this forum. So it's already got some procedures on how to remedy, how to prevent this from happening. Also, I will say, I'll read this straight from RDX here. The new units will have the stem/nipple design changed to prevent the sticking, but having 4 to 5 silicone drops of oil in the gas reservoir every 5K shots or so when you're not using green gas should help or even prevent the situation altogether. So we've been running these primarily on MAP gas. We didn't learn until relatively recently that you can run these on green gas. Green gas has a silicone component which can lube the inside part. So if you're going to run this strictly on MAP gas, then the recommended procedure, just in terms of maintenance, is to again degas the system, take the gas reservoir screw out, 4 to 5 drops of silicone oil roughly every 5,000 shots, and you should be okay. Or you can just use green gas every 5th fill, and that should lube the inner parts, and you should be okay. I just want to stress how awesome it is that RDX, we described the problem, they immediately came up with a remedy for it, they immediately posted, made it available to anybody who has a B.O.S. unit. These guys are on it, and they're fast. We keep saying how fast they are. These guys are fast. They are dedicated to serving the customer long after you've got this unit. So any and all questions, they've got a whole forum set up, and you can literally talk to them directly. So now, as we used American brute force, because that's just how we do, RDX has their own guidelines that maybe you should follow, and I'll go over those real quickly, okay? So to free up the solenoid, remove the gas from the gas chamber, which is what we did as well, by removing that screw. If you're using green gas, silicone oil can be added to this port to lubricate any internal O-rings, okay? So that's just a maintenance step. Add 2 to 3 drops, allowing silicone to drip down inside the port, inside the reservoir. Place the screw back on the unit. Do not fill it with gas. Adjust the gas adjustment to 9. Enter into God mode by pressing and holding on the up arrow key. Attempt to fire the unit 20 to 30 times on auto, so you just be pressing the down key. Place the adjustment back to its original setting. Add gas and test fire. If the unit still fails to fire, let us know at support at rdxtech.net. Sorry, I didn't read that part. Anyway, guys, that's about going to wrap it up for this. We said we were always going to be forthcoming and honest with you with all the good things about the B.O.S. unit and also the bad. I wouldn't even call this a bad. It's just a malfunction. And it's a malfunction that RDX has already identified and already changed in the new units. And then they quickly came up with a procedure to clear it or even maintain against it, okay? Yeah, that's it. Remember, June 24th, 6 p.m. ZuluOutdoors.com.